Okay, so good morning, everyone. I hope I am audible to you and you can see my video as also. Can anybody confirm? Nishan, Sandeep, Rajesh, am I audible clearly? Can you guys hear me? Okay, so good morning, everyone. Thanks for joining this session. So, today what we are going to discuss is we are going to discuss about what is Tableau, how we can do data visualization with the help of Tableau, and why why are we discussing only about Tableau? Is because of the fact that it is a free source to a certain limit. At the same time, it can allow you to do a lot of things without getting a subscription. So when we talk about Power BI, it has its own paid features, right? So you have to go for the paid feature, and then only you will be able to download the reports and publish the reports, right? But when we talk about Tableau, a person who doesn't have subscription, he can easily create visualization with the help of this tool. Second, if I compare Power BI and Tableau, Tableau is an easier way of creating visualization, right? So that is one of the reason why we have actually chosen Tableau as a software to learn visualization, right? So I hope this is clear. And what is Tableau? Tableau is nothing but a visualization tool where whatever the data that we have, we can visualize the data, and that can help us analyze the data, right, in real life scenarios. At the same time, it is very much fruitful for creating presentations, right? So without wasting much of a time, I'll just share my screen. So let me know once my screen is visible to you guys. Is it visible? I hope my screen is visible to everybody, right? Yes, no? Can I get a quick confirmation? Is my screen visible to everybody? Yes, no? Okay. So this is the 5-point agenda that we have today. In this coming 1 hour, we are going to understand about Tableau. What is Tableau? That is introduction to Tableau. How to get started with Tableau, right? How to actually start visualizing our data in Tableau. Then building your first visualization. And trust me, guys, it is very easy to use Tableau. That is one of the major feature which it has, right? It is very easy to create visuals in Tableau. Then creating interactive dashboard. So there are two different things. One is to create a visual, right? For example, pie chart. Pie chart is nothing but a visual, right? Now, if I actually combine 3 or 4 or 5 visuals, which I call KPIs of a business, that becomes my dashboard. And then lastly, we'll see how to publish this report, how to extract this report, how to use this report for our business purposes, right? I hope the agenda for today, that the 1 hour that we are going to spend together, this is what we are going to cover, and you will be having altogether a different learning experience. At the same time, you will see how easy it has become to create visualizations, right? I hope the agenda is clear to everyone. Type yes in the chat box if it is clear. And I would request you all to be interactive so that I can get some vibes, right? I know it is Sunday morning, everybody is in a weekend mode, but since you have joined it, I am sure that you want to learn something new, right? So I'll try my best. Whatever I know about Tableau, I'll just try to convey that in this short span of time. Whatever I know, I'll just try to deliver it to you, right? So I would request you all to be interactive so that I can get to know whether whatever I am trying to convey, whether it is clear to you or not. So let me just start with the introduction of For those who don't know our community, let me just quickly run through. So who are we? We are data geeksters. We are on a mission to actually transition, professionals who are in low-paying jobs to high-paying IT careers. So our main aim is to bridge the gap between whatever is the expectation of the industry in terms of data analysis. We are trying to bridge a gap where we are trying to transition those people who are stuck in low paying jobs into high paying IT careers and with the form of data analytics. So we conduct all these data analytic courses. We make it a point that you transition, no matter what your background is in terms of your professional background, it is very very easy to switch that to from non-IT to IT role with the help of data analytics. Why? Because data analytics is something that can be understood with proper guidance and mentorship. There is no degree that is required when we talk about switching from non-IT to IT roles. And I'll tell you my journey also, how I actually transitioned from non-IT to IT role. So our main aim is to bridge the gap between what the industry wants and what the professionals need to learn so that they can actually grab those opportunities. And all these weekly calls that we do for free, for as far as for the free webinars is concerned, we are trying to build a community so that we can help each other in terms of all the data analytics related issues. And if there are any, if somebody's stuck with some problem, we can come together and we can resolve it. So, as I told you, the mission is to actually empower non IT professionals with skills and knowledge to transition into high paying IT careers. Okay, we want to be a catalyst in career transformation and in bridging the gap between the industry and the professionals. Then, our main goal is to actually land you to a high paying job with the help of data analytics. And then our objective is to actually give hands-on personalized training. So whatever the courses that we do, it is 100% hands-on, it is 100% practical. There is no theory that is involved into it. Sorry, so there is no theory that is involved into it. Our main aim is to actually handhold you from your non-IT background to transitioning to IT career, right? Apart from that, career guidance, job search, help, and support is also given under the, if you become the part of the community. And the most important part is the community build up. So, for example, as a data analyst, I also get stuck with one or the other issues in my day-to-day life. I don't know who should I approach to. That is where we got the idea of having a community where people can help each other also. So, of course, there are mentors in the community. At the same time, there are people who have certain experience and who can help others as well. So this is my profile. Basically, I'm a chartered accountant. I have more than 10 years of experience and more than 5 years of teaching experience now. So I have expertise in Power BI, Tableau, Python, SQL, AI tools, and MS Office. So I have trained more than 1,000 students, and I'll just want to tell you my journey. So if you know what chartered accountants do, is they belong to the core finance role. Now you might be wondering why a finance person, core finance person, whose main work is to review balance sheet or prepare balance sheet, what is he doing in data visualization and data, Python and other different technical IT fields. So I'll tell you my journey, how I transitioned it, why I transitioned it, so that you can get an idea how easy it has become in today's world to actually learn these tools and excel in the journey of data analytics. So I started off, my journey started by completing my chartered accountancy. I started working. Then, after 5, 6, 7 years, I realized that there is a saturation period that comes in. And to be very frank, finance to me is a thankless job, where if something goes wrong, then only people will come, management will come and ask you questions. But if everything is going right, it actually gets, it doesn't get any recognition, right? Then I realized that somewhere I need to move to a role where I can actually contribute more to the welfare of the organization. So an organization can prosper only when they can analyze their data well. So data is there in abundance, and that is what that was one of the triggers that I had, right? So transitioning into data analytics is something that I explored. I learned the tools, and just after having 5 to 6 months of learning and following various mentors, I landed to a good high paying job, and which gave me 40% hike to my previous job. So that was only because of the tools that I've learned, because of the transition that I did in terms of data analytics. And not only that, 1 year post that also I got good increment, that is 25% increment in bonuses. So what I am trying to convey here is, when we talk about all these non-IT and IT roles, as far as pay is concerned, as far as recognition is concerned, as far as accessibility is concerned to the management, your accessibility becomes more evident when you actually work in these on these roles. And at the same time, I got Rising Start of the Year award also, which which was the first award in my career. So that was because of the data analytics transition only. So that is what actually triggered me to actually that is what triggered me to uh, actually convey my story with others, and also inspire others that they can easily transition from non-IT jobs to IT careers, right? I hope the context is clear. Let me just take a pause. So this was just the brief introduction of what we do. Okay, as a practice, those who are not familiar about us, just to give a brief introduction of what we do and why do we do, because why is very important, right? So until unless you know why are you doing what you are doing, it doesn't make much sense, right? I hope everybody is clear. Type clear in the chat box so that I can just see the vibe, right? Yes, no, are you guys with me? I hope my voice is clear, everything is clear, you can see the screen when I was sharing, of course. All good? Shall we go ahead? Yes, no? Great. So let me just quickly share the screen and let us come to the main point of what we have come here for. So introduction to Tableau. What is Tableau? Tableau is nothing but a powerful data visualization tool that helps you unlock insights in a data. So data is in embeddment. So for example, right now we are a part of a webinar, right? In webinar, there are people who have attended the webinar, and there is a presenter like me who is giving the presentation. Now each and everything that I am discussing right now, it is actually getting converted in the form of a data. So for example, if I just close this call, okay, there's a transcript that gets recorded. So that is nothing but a data. So whatever happened in the webinar, it is creating a data. Now just imagine, at this point of time, in the entire world, there might be maybe thousands and millions of webinars that might be running, and each and every webinar's data is getting recorded. Okay, so if you see the volume of data, it is immense. Now there is a need for professionals who can actually use this data to take out some fruitful insights. That is what this tool helps us to do. So in this presentation, we'll be trying to see how Tableau works, and it is not going to be entirely theoretical. I'll just go into the tool itself, and I'll show you how these visualizations are made with very minimum knowledge as well. So as I told you, the advantages of Tableau is, it is very, very user friendly. It is very, very easy to actually learn. If you compare Power BI and Tableau, Tableau is 10 times easier than learning Power BI, right? In-depth analysis, it can help you do in-depth analysis with your data, whatever the data that you have, irrespective of the industry. So these tools are industry proof. So be it healthcare, be it finance, be it logistics, be it sales, be it operation, in each and every sector you can use these visualizations. Cross platform support, very, very important. So Tableau is a Salesforce product, right? So Salesforce is a very big company. It has its own softwares, okay, which are running in various different platforms. So what they do is that they've actually integrated Tableau with all these softwares. So as soon as you get the data in the software or in the website, it actually gets directly connected to Tableau. Apart from that, even an Excel sheet data, which we are going to see today, how an Excel sheet data can be uploaded and a visualization can be made, and at the same time we can download that visualization and use it for our presentation, right? So these are some of the major features, and you would be amazed to know that this is all exactly free. It is, right now there are paid subscriptions, but as far as learning purpose is concerned, it is very much available and accessible to all. So these are some of the examples of dashboards that we can create. That is interactive dashboard. So what is interactive dashboard? One dashboard is static. Okay, you cannot do any mix and match. You cannot do any changes into it. But these are dynamic dashboards. So if the user wants to select certain criteria, so for example, you have data related to 4 years. Now you only want to see 1 year data. As a user, not as a developer, as a user, can I do it? Yes. So dashboard will allow you to give you a lot of filters, lot of slicers, which can help you interact with the data well. Then various kind of data connectors are there, various type of visuals are there, which can be used to create stunning visuals. So these are some of the success stories, and this, the list is too long. There are a lot of companies in India itself, let alone the international market. Of course, in international market, Tableau is the dominant player, but in India also, you can see all the big names are actually using all these Tableau visualization for their day-to-day business also, at the same time for creating presentations also, right? So Swiggy, Byju's, TCS, ICICI Bank, Wipro, Flipkart, Reliance, Airtel, all these organizations are actually using Tableau in one or the other form. So see, there are various kind of licenses that are available in terms of Tableau, but we will focus on this Tableau desktop. Why? Because this is a free open source. Right now, if you download this Tableau desktop in your laptop, and if you want to create your own visuals, you can very well do that, right? For learning purpose, it is entirely free, right? And I'm going to show you how you can use this for creating some of the most dynamic presentations as well. So as a business, the objective is to actually analyze the data. So the data is the soul of the entire dashboard. So if you have some lacunas in your data, it would be difficult to actually do analysis. So the data should be clean, accurate, so that Tableau can give you proper visuals, right? And of course, there is some sort of training that is required to actually do hands-on to on Tableau, but you can start with very basic things, and then over the period of time you can get an expertise in a tool like Tableau, right? And then at last we are going to see how to publish this data on the website. So through a link also we can see the visual, and that link has to be sent to the other person. For example, my boss has given me a work to create a dashboard. Okay, now I have created the dashboard. I need not send any file. What I'm going to do, I am going to just create a link, and I'm just going to give that link to my boss, and he'll be able to access that. And if he wants me to do some changes, I'll just do the changes in the backend, and that link will get dynamically updated. So this is how the entire infrastructure of Tableau works. I hope till now whatever I have conveyed is clear to you guys. Is it clear? I hope everything is clear till now, whatever we have discussed. Yes, no? Can I get a quick confirmation? Okay. Now we are going to see how to create these visuals. Okay. So as I told you that it is not going to be only presentations, I am going to show you how to create it so that you can create it at your end as well. Okay, so let me just quickly share my screen. So if you want to download this Tableau, just a second. So if you want to download it, you have to download Tableau public. Tableau desktop download. You have to just put all these details and click on download free trial. Once you download and install, this kind of icon will be coming to your desktop, right? Tableau public. Okay, this is entirely free. You can, anybody can download. This is, I also don't have license. I have a free version that is already installed into my laptop, right? So once you install it, you have to just double click so that you can open the Tableau desktop. Okay, so see, this is a kind of screen that comes in, okay, when you open this file. Now see, in the left hand side you have various options of getting the data, right? Google Drive and a lot of different options are there, right? But right now, today, what we are going to explore is, just a second. So today what we are going to explore is how to get the data from Excel, because Excel is something that is easily available when we talk about analysis, right? So I'll just click on MS Excel. So it will ask me which file do I need to upload. So for example, I have this sample data called Global Superstore YOY, that is year on year. So I have this data, I'll just open it, okay? So once I open this, it will take some time depending upon the size of the data, and see whatever the sheets that are there in that document have been uploaded here, right? So it has already been uploaded here. Now what I need to do is that, for example, I want to only use this sheet. So in Excel sheet you have various sheets, right? So I want to only use this Global Superstore. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to just click and drop it. So see, my data will be visible. What data I have, whatever the data that I have in my sheet, it all be visible here. I hope it is visible, right? So here, this is nothing but a view of the data that I have uploaded. Now, whatever the column headings that are there, these are called fields. Okay, these are called fields. So fields have their own type. For example, there are majorly three type of data that can come. One is text, which is what we call dimensions. Okay, text data. One is values. So for example, sales. If I have sales in my data, so sales becomes my. Can you see this? Sales, quantity, discount. This data is called values data, right? These are numbers. And third type is your this calendar icon. This is nothing but date. Okay, so always remember, whenever you are going to upload any data, make sure that it has date into it so that you can analyze the data over a period of time, right? So that is what is pretty much required. And then fourth type is also there, that is called place data, that is city, state, country. Okay, and each kind of data is designated as hash, ABC, and calendar and globe icon. Okay, so through icons you can clearly see, okay, what kind of data it is. So sales, quantity, discount, profit, all these are hashtag. That means these are value numbers. ABC means text, and globe sign means city data. So automatically it has actually fetched. The software is intelligent enough to actually fetch the type of the field by its own. So now my data is already uploaded. Now what I need to do, if you see here, there are two options. One is data source. So right now I am under data source tab, right? Right now I am under data source tab. What I need to do, I need to go into sheet 1. So see, left hand side, I'll see whatever the fields that I have. Okay, whatever the fields that I have, on the left hand side, I'll be able to see that. Clear? Now this, you can imagine it as if your pivot table. So if you might have made pivot table in Excel, Tableau becomes very easy for you. How? Let us see. For example, I want to create a small summary. I want to create a small summary of subcategory wise sales. So I have subcategory in my data and I have sales. Okay. So there are two things that I'm going to take, subcategory and sales. Okay. Now there are two ways of creating such kind of visual. If you see here, there is column and there is rows, right? Just exactly imagine it as your pivot. So whatever pivot that you create, right? Just imagine that the same pivot table kind of a layout is there. The only difference is that in pivot table we have the data in the right hand side. In Tableau we have data in our left. That is the only difference. Now for example, I want to have category wise sales. I want to have category wise sales. So I have column and I have rows. Okay, for example, I if I want to have subcategory wise sales, so I'll just put subcategories into rows. So see, my subcategories have come into the rows and I want my sales into column. So see, my first visual is already ready, right? Can you see this, how easy it has become to create such visuals? Now if you go in Excel and try to create it, first you have to create a pivot, and then through pivot you have to create a visual like this, right? So see here, my first visual is already ready without me doing anything. I have just made sure that rows will go into rows and column will go into column. That is what I did. That's it. This is my first visual is already ready. Now it is ready, but it is not complete. Okay, I can see the bars, but it is not somewhere giving me that vibe which I want. Okay, so there are certain changes that I can do. So right now it is in horizontal format. Okay, right now it is in horizontal format. I can change it to vertical, something like this. So I have changed it to verticals, right? So there are arrow, there are various options that are there which you can use to make it horizontal and vertical. Okay, now it looks a bit familiar to me. Now I can make it highest to lowest and lowest to highest also with just a click. So there are two options here, highest to lowest, lowest to highest. Whatever way I want, I can clearly see it. Now it is very much visible that the most top performing subcategory is phones and lowest performing is labels. Okay, so this is how I have created a simple kind of a visual. Now, for example, all the bars are in blue. If I want to change the color, I want each and every bar to have a different color. How can I do that? It is very simple. If you can see under marks, there are some options that are available to me. One of them is color. So what I can do is that I can change the color of the bar based on its subcategory. So what I need to do, it is all drag and drop. No coding required, nothing is required. All you need to do is you need to drag and drop. So I'll go select subcategory and put it under colors. So see, all my visuals, all my bars actually have gone to a different color. Now, for example, I want to have values also. I want to have values, okay, over the top of each and every bar. How can I do that? I can actually get labels. So these are called labels. Labels is nothing but what value do you want for each bar. Okay, so I'll just put sales. So I had sales, I'll just put sales under. So see, my values have also come, right? Now there are various other options through which you can actually reduce the size of the value. So you can convert it into billions and others also. How to do that? Just click here. You have just a second. So can you see this under sales default properties number format? So you can go under number format. You can change it to custom. Okay, decimals if you want, you can put decimals. Units, you can make it to millions. So see now this looks way better in terms of visual. One more thing I can do here is I can remove the decimals also. So you can go into change data type, same way, default properties number format, customs. Here I'll just put decimal as 0. So see, this is how my visual has been created, and it looks pretty much better in terms, if you compare it with my previous version of the visual, right? This is how you have to, you can change, and even you can increase or decrease the size of the bars also. So if you want to make it thinner or thicker, you can do that. Okay, so these are various ways through which you can change your visual. So this is one of the visual that is already ready, which is called, which I'll call subcategory wise. Or I can say sales dash subcategory to make keep it short. Apply. Okay, I can increase the size and I can make it to center also. Okay, so in this way my first visual is already ready, right? I'll just take a pause so that I can just see whether you guys are following it up or not. So I hope the visual that I have told you, I think this is clear, right? Streaming is struck. Okay, okay. Now the streaming is okay, or is it stuck? Are you guys with me? Yes, no? Okay. I hope, I don't know what happened in the middle. Maybe some issue with the streaming. Uh, can you guys hear me right now? Have you been able to follow the entire visual? Yes, no? Can anybody confirm? Okay, great. So let me just quickly go back. So this is what my first visual has been created. I can change the name of the sheet, sales subcategory, right? Now this is only a single visual that I've created. I need to create at least 4 or 5 visuals so that I can show you how to create a dashboard out of it, right? So just like in Excel sheet, here also we have new worksheet option. So just click on new worksheet. So worksheet 2 will be open. Now in this worksheet I am going to create a line chart, okay, which is a most important chart for any kind of a any kind of a data, right? So line chart, always remember, for a line chart you need to have date in your data. So if we do I have date in my data? Yes, I have order date. So order date will help me create a visual. Now see, I'll tell you a shortcut. For example, somebody is finding it difficult to put whether I need to put the order date into rows or columns. Okay, there are two things only. You have to either put the data under rows, or you can put the data under columns. Even if somebody is finding it difficult to understand whether to put the data in column or row, there is a shortcut. How? First you have to identify that what all what visual you want to make. Right now I have identified that I want to make a visual which is month wise sales. Okay, if I want to create, or maybe year wise sales, let us create a small chart of year wise sales. Okay, so for year, date is important, right? So order date I have. So first item which I need to keep is order date, and second is sales. So order date wise sales is what I'm going to create. So what I can do is that I can just click on order date and I'll press control and I'll click on sales. So as soon as I click on sales, can you see this? There are recommended visuals that are there. So even if I don't know what to put in column, what to put in row, I can do what? I can use this shortcut. I'll just click on order date, control, I'll click on sales. So now see this visual is getting highlighted. I'll just click on this visual. So see year wise, if I just show you year wise, one line has been created. So 2022, 2023, 2024. This has been my sales. Okay. So here it was 252 million. Here it is 385, and here it is 436. Now, if I want to break this year into month, all I need to do, I need to just click on this plus button. Can you see this? Now see, all the sales are quarter wise. Even I have not mentioned the quarter also. The tool is smart enough to identify that what is quarter one, what is quarter two. Okay, but this quarter one, quarter two has been identified keeping in mind that the data is year on. The year starts from January to December. Okay, it is not as per Indian financial year. Okay, so if you want to train it according to Indian financial year, there are certain ways to it, but right now for learning purpose it is fine. It is giving me quarter. Now I'll click one more time into plus. So see, now it is month wise. So December, April, August, can you see this? This is how I can see the trend of sales. So it started from 19 million, it has gone to 41 million in a span of 3 years. This is what is the trend of my sales. Is that clear? So this is how you can create all these visuals. For example, right now I'll keep it only for a single year. For example, if I want to see only 2023, I don't want to see the previous years. How can I do that? I can create a filter here. I can create a year filter. So I'll just put year under filter. Now see, there are 3 years. So if I want to only see 2023, I'll just click on 2023 and apply. So see, all the data that I'm looking at right now, it is year wise. Okay, only for the 2023 year. Right? This is how you can actually filter your data also based on your requirement. Now, what I can do, I can just I can change this also. If it is from 0 million to 35 billion, it is. I'll just double click here, and I can. Right now it is automatic. I can make it custom. So start date, I'll put maybe 25 million, 250. Yeah, 25 million. Oh, it is too big. Yeah, something like this, and it can be 392. It is fine. Okay, so this way also you can just close it. This way you can also change the dimensions also, right? Now one more thing I can do, I can put labels so that numbers can come. Now it looks better. Now if I want to change the pattern of the lines, that also I can change. If I want to make the lines like this, that also I can change. Clear? I can choose the color also of the line, right? This is one of the line chart that I've created. So I'll just put sales trend. So this is my second visual that I've created. Now my third visual, I can create some pie chart. So I can create a pie chart for ship mode. Okay, so there are various ship modes through which we sell. Okay, so I'll just click on ship mode, and I'll just use the shortcut. I'll click on ship mode, and I'll click on sales, and I'll go here, show me. So with ship mode and sales, I can create a pie chart. I'll just click on pie chart. So this, see, my pie chart is already there, but the pie chart right now is very small. What can I do? I can go here, standard. I'll make it entire view. So my pie has come in the middle. Now what I can do, I can just put sales under label. So see here, sales have come. I can put ship mode also as the name, right? So here I have put ship mode, and I can put the numbers also. For example, if I want to put sales as a label, so sales I have label as a label I have put. Now if I want to change, if I want to keep this same day, first class, second class, standard class, everything inside the pie chart only, so that also is possible. If you go into label, you will have an option of putting it in the center. You can center it, you can change it as per your requirement. Okay, so there are various options that are available. Okay, just a second. Yeah, so through this, you can create a pie chart. Okay, so this pie chart, I'll just name it as ship mode. Right, let us create some more visual. There's one more very good visual that is called tree map. Okay, these days, a lot of people use tree map also as a visual. Okay, so for tree map, okay, we can use, for example, subcategory we have done, right? Subcategory we have done sales trend, we have done ship mode. Now for this, I can create order priority also, and I can create for subcategory. Let us create a tree map for category. Okay, so I have category here and I have sales here. So I just click on it. I'll just click with pressing control. I can have an option of tree map. Yeah, this one, tree maps. But I need to go into a new sheet so that I can create there. I'll just click on this tree map. So see, tree map. This is how the tree map is. So entire sales have been bifurcated into 3 blocks. Okay, technology, furniture, and supplies. Now, all I need, I'll just put this labels, and if I want to increase the size, I can increase the size of the labels, so that it can be a bit more visible. Right. In this way, I have created my tree map also. So this is category, sales by category. Now, last visual that we are going to create is related to our place, that is country, city, sales. Okay, again, very easy. Let us just click on, so say for example, I have a lot of countries data that is there. I'll just click on, I'll just click here, I'll just click country and I'll click sales. Okay, so I have, see, two kind of map visuals. So I'll click on this visual. Let us see if it will take some time. Yeah, so this is a map visual that has been created. Okay, now if I want to show the name of the countries, or if I want to only highlight a particular country, I can do that with the help of filters. How? I'll just put country under filters. Now I have all the countries as selected. So I'll just put none, and I'll put, for example, India. I'll click India, and only India's map will be visible. Right? In this way, you can change, and you can put state also. So if I put state also, let us see. See, this is how you can alter your map visual also. Right? So this is our map visual. This is again a very important visual that we use. Right? So now I think we have enough visuals to create a dashboard. Okay, now these are individual visuals. This is not a dashboard. What I need to do, I need to create a dashboard. That means in a single view all the visuals can be captured. Okay, how can I do that? Beside this new worksheet, there is a new dashboard option. Just click on new dashboard. So see, this kind of a new window will get open, and here you can resize also. Okay, so if I'll just resize it to 1400 to 800, so that it can be a big area to put my visuals. Now see, drop here. So what I am going to do, I am going to drop all the visuals that I've created in this dashboard. But before doing that, I'll have to select here floating, so that I can move the visual as per my requirement. So for example, first of all, I'll just put this. So this is my let me just remove this. This becomes my subcategory wise sales, right? I'll just keep it here. Now maybe I'll just put map. Right now, whatever the remaining are there, trend, usually we keep it at the end. Let us just elaborate it. Something like this. Let us create some space for other visuals also. Right. I have my pie chart. Just a second. And I can put my tree map here. So it will all depend on the size of the visuals. Okay. So if you want, you can change. I think I've clicked somewhere by mistake. Yeah. So depending upon your data, you can just adjust it so that it should look good, because we have created the random ones. So we'll adjust it as per. Okay. Wherever there is overlapping, you can just adjust it. Something like this. Let me put this here so that space can be managed. Now it looks better. So this is how you can create your dashboard. So now this can be called as a dashboard, right? Clear? So if I want to see in a presentation mode, this is my dashboard that has been created, right? So now this dashboard is created on this on this desktop only, right? Now if you see, till now I have not saved this document. I'll just click on Control S, and the only what we can say merit or demerit with Tableau free version is it will only save on web. Okay, web means it will only save on the website, so it will be public. Okay, that's why it is called Tableau public. What is Tableau public means? Whatever the dashboard that you create, it will go into public domain. Okay, so always remember, whenever you are creating a visual for any of or for your company, make sure that the data should not be sensitive. Otherwise your data will be shared with the entire Tableau community. Okay, so this is only for learning purpose. If you want to use it for your organization, better to take a license so that your data can be safe. Right now, let me just quickly log in. So you have to create your account. I already have an account, so I am just signing in on the same account. Now what is happening is it is going to get published. So for example, webinar DB is what I am keeping it as a name. So once I publish it, publishing means it is going to go into public domain only, where I can see my entire dashboard. So see, automatically a web page is getting opened. And now see, this has been, the dashboard that I've created has been published. Can you see this? This information can be seen by anybody. From here, if I want, I can click and I can copy this link and I can share with you guys also. Okay. So I'll just try to share it on the chat. So see if you guys can actually, click on this link and see the dashboard. I think I have given it in the chat box. Let me just reshare it once. So I have given you the link, guys. You just click on that link and try to see if you are able to actually go into that link and see the dashboard. Okay, that will help you understand that whatever we have created, it is going into public. Okay, I can go and give that link to anybody. Anybody with that link can actually see the dashboard, right? So yes, Mukesh, I am going to tell you how to download, okay, Tableau. Don't worry about it. I'll just show you. So right now, just go into that link and see whether you are able to see the dashboard or not. Okay. And once you see that, I'll show you one more thing. Okay. So can anybody confirm? Yes, I'll share the link for Tableau download. Let me just quickly put that link in the chat box. So I have put the link. If you want to download it in your software, in your system, you can download it. Okay. I hope you have been able to see that. Now see one more thing. Let us do one more experiment. Let me just quickly share my screen. Now you can already see my dashboard, right? Yes. You can, as you confirmed that you can already see it. Now, for example, if I do some changes, okay, if I move this ship mode, this ship mode and this subcategory. So I'll put subcategory here and ship mode here. Okay. So I am making some changes in my dashboard. Okay. Now I'll show you what is the essence of these kind of tools. Okay. Now I have done some changes, right? Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to again save it. So I'll save on the same document. Yes, overwrite. So it is overwriting and it is saving the data. Now what I have done, I have changed the place of ship mode and sales category. Now, do I need to send you the link again? The answer is no. The same link, if you go, you will have the changes visible. Now, I'll ask you to actually go onto the same link which I shared earlier and see if the changes have been done or not. And trust me, guys, this is what we are doing on this changes we are doing in a free version. It is completely free. Okay, whatever we are doing is completely free. Now, see, now you go back to that same link and see if the changes that I've done has been done or not. Okay, can you see this? Can you check it once? Can anybody confirm whether the changes have been done or not? The changes that I did. Yes, changes have been done. And if you do these things in Excel, what do you need to do? You need to just do the changes and again send the same link again to your same file again and again. You have to reshare the same files Now with the help of these tools like Tableau and Power BI, you can actually share a link which can be dynamic. So anytime the user can actually click on the link and he'll get the updated data. That is what is the power of this tool, right? I hope you are getting how we can use these even free softwares to actually get our work done, show our work to the people, right? I hope you have been able to learn something new in terms of how we can analyze our data, and such in a such a easy way we can analyze our data and we can show it to others. Now one more important thing that is left is to how to extract the data. But before that, I want to just show some details about our data analytics course. What are the things that are covered? So if anybody is interested, they can reach out to us. We will help you transition your career from non-IT to IT. So our curriculum is comprehensive. It is hands-on practical experience. The way we conduct our webinar, you can yourself imagine if I am giving you a lot of things for free. If you get enrolled into a paid course, the kind of the value of information, the value of learning that you are going to get is going to be immense. And of course, it is not only about a recorded course or a live course. It is about career boosting skills, and we will make sure that how you can transition your career from non-IT to IT roles. And these are the various courses that are available with us, okay, in a complete package. That is advanced Excel, Power BI, SQL, Python, leveraging AI tools, Agile, Tableau in detail, capstone projects, mock interviews, profile and resume building, communication skills, employment assistance, and post hire support. So it is it is complete hand holding from the point you get registered into our course to the point you start getting jobs in IT, right? So why are we different? We have 100% personalized guidance. So there are no recorded classes. Our batches are like only 5 to 6 people in a batch, so that we can concentrate on your progress. One-to-one counseling, very small batch size, as I told you, taught by the experts. I am one of the faculties who teaches Power BI, Tableau, SQL. Then hands-on preparation and customized teaching. So we believe that every student is different, and it takes different amount of time to different students. So our approach is quite personalized in terms of learning these skills, right? And these are various platforms where we are available. Especially, I would request you all to go and check out our YouTube channel. So if I can show you on our YouTube channel, we have a lot of free content that is there. Okay, so you can check it out. We have our recordings, previous sessions recording. And I think those who are asking me the recording, okay, somebody was asking me about today's session recording, right? So see, last week's session recording is already there, uploaded here. So I would request you, I hope you can see that, right? This was the last week's session stock market Excel recording. So I would request you all to go on to this page. Okay, you can subscribe to this page. Every week we conduct the sessions, and all the sessions immediately after the session it gets uploaded in YouTube. So I would request you all to just go there. Okay, subscribe to it, and you can share it with your friends as well. So it has a lot of videos related to data analytics. So if I show you, so here, see all the data analytics related videos you can see here. A lot of videos are there related to Power BI. Okay, and this session also we are going to upload here. So yeah, this was about it. Yeah, so we conduct weekly webinars also of how to transition your career from non-IT to IT roles. So if you want, these are free webinars. You can join, you can understand it, and then even if you are you have some specific queries, okay, you can register for our one-to-one free strategy call also. So we have one-to-one free strategy call. If you are really serious about transitioning your career from non-IT to IT, we are there to help you. So what I'm going to do is that I'm going to put these two links in the chat box. So these are completely free sessions. Okay, completely free sessions and free one-to-one strategies. Okay, so even if you have some interest in switching your career from non-IT to IT roles, you can register onto it and you can understand it, and then you decide whether you want to transition or not, right? So we have one-to-one strategic calls also with you, right? Now let me just quickly go and complete the remaining part. Now see, my dashboard is already visible here. Now for example, I don't want to share any link. I don't want to share any link. I want to actually paste these visuals into a presentation and send it. How can I do that? Can you see the option of download? You can click on download and see there are multiple options that are coming: image, data, crosstab, PDF, and PowerPoint. Can you see this? Directly you can download this data into a PowerPoint and send it to anybody. So I'll just click on PowerPoint and see this all I am doing in a free version. A free version is giving me an option to download my dashboard into a PPT. So see, with the same name, there's a PPT that has been created. Can you see this? How easy it has become to actually create these dashboards and even send it in the form of a presentation like this, right? This is how powerful this Tableau is, right? So this way you can use it. I have given you the Tableau link also. You can download it, you can start using it, right? Okay guys, so that is it for today's session. I hope you might have able to learn something new, and thank you for joining on Sunday. Sunday at 10 it is very difficult to actually come and join and stay till the end of the session, so I would really thank you guys for attending the session. Do check out our YouTube channel for all the free content that we have already uploaded. You will get a lot of new things to learn out of that. And if you are interested, I have already shared with you the links, so you can register on these links. Okay, and you can also, I would request you all to actually attend that webinar that we conduct on a weekly basis on how to transition your career. Okay, so Mukesh, what you can do is that if you are interested, you just fill that Google form that I have given you. We'll have a one-to-one strategic call with you, and then we can explain you how the things work. Okay, so that you can have a complete clarity about how the course happens, right? So you can check it out. I would request everybody, those who are interested, just attend our free webinar, which will give you step-by-step process of how to transition your career from non-IT to IT. Then you decide whether you want to do it or not. And even after webinar, you are still, there are some doubts that you have. So then, of course, you can go for one-to-one strategic call. All the calls and all the webinars are free. Okay, our main intent is those who are really serious, they should decide first and then come for a course, so that it can be beneficial for all. With this, thank you very much for attending the session today. See you next week. So we have our weekly sessions conducted. I hope everybody is part of one or the other groups. I'll just give a group link also. Okay, so what happens is that whatever the sessions that we do, we just post it in a group. Okay, so if you are part of the group, you will be able to get the notification for free sessions. I'll just give you link of one of the groups so that you can join the group. Okay, let me just give you a group link so that you can get added to it. Okay, so I am giving you a link. You can add our you can add to our you can get added to our WhatsApp group. Okay, thank you, Mukesh. And those who are interested, just fill the form. And also, I would appreciate if you can add the WhatsApp group so that you can get the notifications for weekly sessions, right? So, thank you very much, guys, for attending the session. I hope I would have been able to add some value to your life with this 1 hour session, and you would be able to use Tableau confidently from now on. So thank you very much, guys. Take care and see you in the next session. Please do join the WhatsApp group so that you can get the notification for free sessions. Thank you very much. Take care. Bye.